Hey there, welcome back to another discussion video. Now, if you're interested or really planning on creating your own home-based coffee business or your home-based cafe, well, you're in the right place because for today's video, I'm going to be discussing some tips and tricks on how you can make your home-based cafe successful and profitable. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. Now, ano ba talaga yung home-based coffee business or a home-based cafe? Now, if you've been following me here in YouTube and also in my Facebook page, no, I always advocate starting first small in your coffee business. Most especially if you still don't have yet that big capital for really a big cafe with a huge dine-in setup. So, a home base, maraming advantage, no, ang mga small coffee business models. Unang-una, that would be lesser in your overhead. That would be your rental, no, electricity, everything else na pumapatay sa mga malalaking cafe or those cafe that are paying huge overhead. If you do home base or any small scale cafe, maiiwasan mo yun. So, so for a home based cafe, basically, sa bahay ka, gagawa ng mga drinks, or perhaps if you're selling coffee drip bags, coffee tea bags. By the way, I shared here a video of a 10K coffee business puhunan that you can do right in your home. It's about coffee drip bags, coffee tea bags, and also about cold brew. Pero if gusto mo talaga yung cafe na meron talagang ready to drink na coffee, no? And then you would have it delivered or perhaps i-register mo siya sa Grab and Food Panda, then I'll be sharing today some tips on how you can make it happen. So first and foremost, sa mga tips would be look into different alternative for a coffee brewing method. So ang usual kasi sa mga cafe is we do espresso base. But when you say alternative coffee brewing methods, you might want to try out different manual brewing methods kasi with that you'd be able to save on your capital. You don't have to spend a lot with investing in an espresso machine. And also, mas madaling aralin yung mga manual brewing methods. I have here a video talking about different alternative coffee brewing methods. And if you're interested, you can also take a look on this video para alam mo kung ano yung pipiliin mo for your cafe. Pero if you'll ask me, and talaga yung best, for the home-based coffee business, if kaya ng budget, go for espresso machine. There are a lot of cheaper and more affordable personal espresso machines now. Very, very accessible na talaga siya. And perhaps that my second tip would be to learn really how to brew a good cup of coffee. Kasi I know there are a lot of videos on YouTube, and even though I do like show to you how to really brew it, it's kind of different if you really do it hands-on. So I suggest you look into sa area nyo, saan ba yung malapit na hands-on coffee business training or yung talagang face-to-face. Or if you wanna join my face-to-face trainings, I also have coffee business bootcamps. I usually just put the link sa mga videos and just check if opening registration for that one. So what's nice with a face-to-face is you could really brew the coffee straight within your hand, no? And you can really taste it. And what's nice also with having face to face is you have that mentor or trainer with you. So you can directly ask your questions, di ba? Kasi iba-iba yung mga preference ng coffee eh. So at least interactive siya. Okay? So again, go for learning different alternative of coffee brewing methods, and also please practice it hands-on and learn it hands-on face-to-face. Next step would be make your business unique and make sure to stick with it. So what do I mean by this? So unang-una, create a coffee business concept that would make you different from all the competition. Now, I know you might have that limiting belief na ang dami ng mga small cafes nagbebenta ng coffee and parang ayaw mo nang mag-start kasi baka um, masyado nang saturated yung market, di ba? But I always say this na remember, people drink coffee every day and not just once, sometimes twice or thrice. And this is a drink, this is a business of that particular drink that people drink every day. So hindi ka mawawala ng market. So the problem comes in when you don't set apart from your competition. So how can you do that? One, create a coffee business concept. And then my parang dugtong doon is after identifying what makes you unique and having your business concept, make sure you stick to it. Okay? Up until magiging known ka for it. Kasi it would be a lot easier, no, to compare yourself from the competition. And sometimes we have that parang shiny object syndrome na if it's working for them, maybe it would also work for me. So, tendency is palipat-lipat ka ng strategy mo, palipat-lipat ka ng concept. At the end of it, yung customers mo, yung um, parang hindi ka hindi ka tatatak sa kanila kasi palipat-lipat ka ng mga sinasabi, wala kang branding, no? So if you have a specific concept in mind, okay, make sure you put it in your branding. Make sure it's uniform in all your posts and everything that you do. That would make you remarkable. And when you are remarkable, mas maalala ka ng mga tao when they want coffee. And that's how you let them choose you apart from the competition. Okay? Again, make sure you make your business unique. Kahit na yung binibenta natin is coffee, very common, you can make it unique by having a business concept. And make sure you stick with it until you get success from it. And if you're interested to learn more about creating your coffee business concept, I also have here another video discussing more of that one. Right. Now, next step would be never be afraid to sell. So, ganito. Um, marami yung gustong magnegosyo, maraming gustong magka-extra income, but not all have the guts to become a business owner. So, what do I mean? Yung parang the glory of becoming a business owner, CEO, ikaw yung may-ari, andun. Pero, hindi ka willing to do the thing that would make you a successful business owner. And one of it is magbenta. So if you're somebody na nahihiya kang magbenta, one thing lang talaga, just don't start the coffee business. Kasi if you're afraid of selling, tendency is you would really lose in this business. So sometimes, nahihiya tayong magbenta kasi baka isipin natin anong sabihin ng iba, right? But one thing lang, business is about problem solving. Okay? So, at times na parang nahihiya kang magbenta, just remember the value of your product that you give to your customers. Coffee. Okay? So, you're making it either convenient to them to have a good cup of coffee, perhaps, or you're helping them become productive in their work or in their studies kasi you give them coffee. If you think about the value that you give in exchange of the money that they give to you, selling would be a lot easier. Okay? So ito yung parang nakita kong one of the major pitfalls talaga with business owners. They're just so afraid to sell. Sometimes nga, meron silang business pero hindi nila sinishare sa iba kasi they're afraid to be judged. So, it's kind of like a Jurassic Park po sa mundo ng entrepreneurship. So, if you're not ready for that one, I'd rather really advise you not to start it. Next step would be ito. Mahirap tong i-follow. Lalo na sa mga nagsa-start ng negosyo and very, very competitive, no? Make sure that you price your products well. Okay, I know it's a lot easier to just say, gusto natin mas mura tayo para tayo yung piliin ng customer. Remember, customers just don't choose with the price. Okay? And also, if you're only, how do I call this? If your only advantage amongst your competitors would be your price, expect na there would be one competition who would sell their coffee lesser than you. Meaning, sobrang talo ka pag yung ginagamit mo lang na card in the competition is just your price. Because if you'd price it at this amount, let's say 50, somebody else would still price it at 40, somebody else would price it at 30, 20, 10 hanggang naging libre. 'Di ba? But if you price your products well, with a specific strategy in mind. And that strategy could be one, getting your money back, and two, being able to have your target profit for your small business. When you have those strategies, selling would be a lot easier and you would have that parang pathway on how many cups pala yung kailangan kong ibenta for me to become profitable. Okay? And also, another thing, if you'll be pricing your products a lot cheaper, meaning you would have lesser margin. So, konti lang yung patong mo doon. Okay? Yes, maraming bibili, pero for you to be profitable, dapat marami talaga ang bibili. Meaning, you would be fighting against volume. And if you're fighting against volume, of course, kailangan mo din ng perang pampaikot for you to be able to buy the inventory of those number of cups na kailangan mong ibenta. So just think about this. Let's say, kasi mura lang yung kape mo, you need to sell 100 cups per day for you to be profitable. Versus, you're pricing your products well, no? Hindi mo binabarat yung presyo mo, and you only need to sell, let's say, 20 cups per day for you to be profitable. Which one would you choose? So, depende na yan sa'yo. So, in business, it's basically about choosing your battles, no? You can be profitable with the 39, 49, 50 cups and selling 100 cups per day. And you could also be profitable with selling coffee at 80, 90, or 100 plus with just selling it with 20 cups per day. Pili ka lang. Okay? So what I'm saying is always make sure you price your products well, know your cost, and have a specific markup with a strategy. And that's actually a thing that I discussed no inside my small coffee business academy and my face-to-face coffee business trainings. Perhaps siguro me as a CPA or a certified public accountant by profession, I basically have that advantage and that's what I share to my students. Now, with regards sa kanilang business, know your numbers. I just don't teach about coffee making or the business behind coffee, but I actually have that advantage with regards to numbers. So if you're interested to join our small coffee business academy, there's a link in the description box somewhere, and you might be interested, and you can take a look at it. Next step is make sure you maintain your cash management system. And make sure you do this and you have this in place before you open. Kasi once you open, everything gets chaotic. No, and very, very busy. Maghahabol ka na dyan sa mga purchases mo kasi may benta ka na, di ba? And not being able to manage your cash well would create a lot of problems in your business. Unang-una, you might not have enough money to pay for your purchases or to pay for your overhead expenses. So make sure it's in place. And also, one thing lang is dapat hindi mo minimix yung personal money mo with your business money. So even though how small the business is, you should have it separated and should have things in good records. I know it's easier said than done, but once you make it as a habit, guys, it would be a lot easier for you to manage your business and to be able to create decisions kasi you have recorded your numbers well and you have enough cash to be able to keep your business running. Next step is make sure you have a long-term plan for your coffee business. So I always ask this to my students no before I do my face-to-face trainings or my coffee business boot camps na why do you want to start a small cafe? So of course, there's always a reason behind it. Una, maybe you want to have extra income, no, or the extra money. Pero I will ask you again, what is that extra income and that money for? Diba? When you have that in numbers, it would be a lot easier to create a long-term plan for your coffee business. So I always advocate starting small muna in your cafe, but make sure you create the systems para it would help you make your small cafe big in the long term. Kasi baka may plano kang ipa-franchise yan, baka may plano kang ipa-open pa ng another branch, no, na company owned, depends to you. But make sure you have that long-term plan para your everyday operations, your everyday and monthly, quarterly decisions would be based on that plan. So parang meron kang patutunguhan so that you would be able to know which road you would choose to help you get there on your long-term plan for your coffee business. Now, if you're learning a lot from this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe so you would be notified for my upcoming videos. And also, guys, if you're learning in these short videos, I believe you would really be learning a lot in my long video, which is for free. It's my online workshop or my online webinar. It's called Turning Your Dream Cafe Business to Reality. It's a good 1 hour and 30 minutes class online. So it's for free. You can register, check in the link here. And there we'll be talking about the basics of coffee entrepreneurship so you can prepare yourself in becoming an entrepreneur and a business owner. Second is I'll be teaching you and telling you already the common mistakes of you and upcoming coffee business owners so you'd know how to avoid them and increase your chances to business success. And lastly, I'll be teaching you there the steps in starting a cafe so you'll have what it takes for business foundations and making your small business profitable. So again, the link is here You can register, that's for free. The webinar will be sent via your email. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in that online webinar. Bye.